Have you ever had a song stuck in your head for hours? Or even days? You hear it once, maybe on the radio, on TikTok, or while walking through a store, and suddenly your brain keeps replaying it again and again. But why does this happen? Why do certain songs get stuck in our heads while others disappear instantly? This strange phenomenon is actually very common, and scientists even have a name for it. They call it an earworm. An earworm is when a piece of music becomes trapped in your mind and keeps repeating automatically. And surprisingly, this happens to almost everyone. But what's really happening inside your brain when this occurs? To understand it, we need to look at how your brain processes music. When you hear a song, sound waves enter your ears and travel to a part of your brain called the auditory cortex. This region is responsible for interpreting sound, rhythms, and melody. But music doesn't stay there. Your brain begins to analyze the structure of the song. It tries to recognize patterns, it remembers the rhythm, and it stores small fragments of the melody in your memory. This process normally helps you recognize songs you've heard before. But sometimes something strange happens. Your brain accidentally creates a loop. Instead of playing the song once and stopping, the brain keeps replaying a small piece of it over and over again. Usually this loop involves the catchiest part of the song. Maybe the chorus, maybe a short melody, or maybe just a few notes. And because the pattern is simple and repetitive, your brain finds it very easy to replay. That's why catchy songs often become earworms. They are designed with repetition and rhythm that the brain can easily remember. But that's not the only reason. Earworms also appear more often when your brain is bored. When you're doing something repetitive like walking, showering, or cleaning, your brain has extra mental space. And when that happens, it sometimes fills the silence by replaying music. Stress can also make earworms stronger. When your brain is under pressure, it may replay familiar patterns to stay focused. In other words, the song becomes a kind of background activity inside your mind. But if earworms are so common, can we stop them? Actually, yes. Scientists have discovered a few ways to interrupt these musical loops. One method is to listen to another song. Replacing the melody with a new one can reset the brain's pattern. Another strategy is to focus on a task that requires concentration. Things like puzzles, reading, or problem-solving force the brain to shift attention away from the music. Some studies even suggest that chewing gum can reduce earworms because it interferes with the brain processes related to repeating sounds. Eventually, the loop fades away, and your brain returns to normal, so the next time a song gets stuck in your head. Don't worry, your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's simply doing what it does best, recognizing patterns and sometimes repeating them a little too well.